clear all of the things that are making you anxious and unnerved and so forth. And so while I'm waiting for everyone to show up, one of the things I want to talk about was truth. And this, it's funny that as I was saying that, I realized that I grew up in a religious cult, and we called ourselves or referred to having the truth. So since having left that religious cult, I've really made it a strong intention to only believe what is true. And how do you determine that? This is where so many people are confused right now. People are so, I hear it everywhere, that people don't know what to believe. And they get on the news looking for answers and clarity and what's happening. And it just turns into a lot of lies. And of course, the news is no longer designed to give you the news and update you on what's going on. It's more of a whole propaganda thing that's steering the masses. And so for those of you who don't want to be part of this sheeple, the crowds that are just following the masses, then discovering truth is critical. And so one of my mentors, who is now long past, Dr. David Hawkins, he wrote the book Power versus Force. And in that book, he created this scale that was designed to measure truth. And so he spent about, 15, 20 years creating this scale so that he muscle tested everything. And so this is how he created his scale that measured human consciousness. And he discovered that if something measured, according to his scale, 1,000, which was at the top of his scale, then it could be considered truth. And so once you know how to measure things, and especially, and there's lots of ways of actually finding and discovering truth. So I'll just discuss a couple of ways while we're waiting for more people to show up, and you can post your questions in the chat so that we can see what it is that you'd like help with. So a couple ways that you can discover truth. So one is through muscle testing, kinesiology. This is a scientific method that Dr. Hawkins used to create his scale. So I like to use my arm straight out in front of me and with a thumb down, so like this, and asking a question, a yes or no question, and then if it goes weak, that's a no. If it stays strong, it's a yes. And so you want to test your meter first by asking some test questions. You can also hold a packet of white sugar in your hand. You can actually also just think about white sugar and it'll make the muscle go weak. So discover how you get your internal answers, super important. So this is one way, is through muscle testing. And another way is, this is what I use the most, is counting. So once you know how to get that internal yes or no, then you can start asking questions and feeling for the answers in your body. So this whole system and how to get your answers and how to measure things, it's all outlined in my new book, Access Your Ultimate Power, The Blueprint to Infinite Intelligence. So there's lots of ways of getting this internal yes or no, but that's like the first and most important step in discovering what's true. So people send me videos all the time and they're asking, is this true? What percentage is this even true? So I will measure, and I like to measure what percentage of something is true. Like someone send me a video, and if it's only 50% true, I may or may not watch it. I really only watch videos that are 95 to 100% true. If they're only 15% true, which a lot of stuff out there is, then don't watch it. It's just going to confuse you. So that's super important. I know that the other day I was watching a video, and then the fact checkers came along and said why it wasn't true. And I measured all of the fact checker posts that were attached to this video. There was, I think, about 16 of them. and 90% of them only measured 15% true. So, of course, I didn't watch it to discover what 15% was, but I wouldn't watch it because it's just going to create confusion. And so this is why it's really important to stay away from the news in general, because it's not designed to inform you anymore. So let's see what kind of questions we have going on here. Hey, Peter, nice to have you here, and Gwen and Roma. So all our Europe people, Holland and or the Netherlands and London. And I need my glasses for these. So if you guys have questions you want me to look at, go ahead and post that. Let's see what we have here on YouTube. Wow, lots of people. Great. Hey, Gaia and Emily. What do I think about the coronavirus? That's a loaded question. One I'm starting to stay away from because you can do your own research on this, but the virus, it's a man-made patented virus, and so there's a lot of what's going on with it that has a completely different agenda than what we're being told. So I don't believe in the pandemic. I don't believe in all the masks are designed for a whole different agenda. It's all about control. So I'm not going to get into a lot of those really dicey subjects, because I'd still like to stay on YouTube and Facebook for as long as it's up. I've already been banned from Instagram. So we'll do our best to avoid some of these touchier subjects. Why does white sugar allow for muscle testing? It's because it's a definite thing that will make a muscle go weak. So it's a good way to test what your no looks like. So we need to know how to discover what a yes answer feels and looks like, and what a no answer looks and feels like. So white sugar will give you a no answer. So great question, by the way. Inspirational touch, Moon Maiden. Hi, Kimberly. My heart chakra has been feeling so heavy, and I'm not sure of this, if this is my own energy or if it is someone corded to me. Hang on, let's see. So Moon Maiden, let's take a look at her heart. Yes, so there is some congestion at your heart. Goes out to the third layer, and it's causing you to feel like you have to prove something, prove that you're valuable, that you're enough, that you're worthy. And yes, there is a cord in there. There's actually about 3 different people that are in there trying to make you feel guilty. So we'll go ahead and pull these people gently out. We never cut. That leaves residual energy in your chakras. So we're going to pull that energy all the way out so that you can start accessing more of your infinite intelligence and your ability to self-generate love. You're going to be hearing a lot about love this year. I know Spirit has directed me to start this daily meta-clearing program with a small group of, it's all turned out to be mostly women. The doors are now closed, so sorry you missed that. You'll have to wait till the next round, which will be at least in a month, maybe longer. Well, definitely longer, because this one lasts for a month. But at any rate, the heart, you're going to be hearing a lot more about the heart. And yes, for those of you who enjoy coming here, getting answers, please share this with your friends, and so that they can come on live and get some answers in real time and feel some relief in real time. So Moon Maiden, let's see what else we have going on here. So there's another aspect to your heart that's congested. There's a channel of energy that comes down through your crown and goes down the backside and then orbits back up the front. As it's coming down the backside, it's getting stuck right on that heart chakra. Hang out. So the 1% is this oppressive energy that we feel all over the planet. And they like heart energy, love is kryptonite to these darker energies. And they do their best to hold down our heart energy. So as I'm helping you pull in this congestion at the heart, we're going to send that energy up through the central core. Spirit is directing us now to send these oppressive energies off planet. So we'll just send that up and out. And then also there's some more energy right at your second chakra in the lower belly, in the back, out to that third layer. And this is a lot of anger and rage. And so maybe you can let us know if that's accurate or not. Let me check one other thing too. You may not realize how angry you are because you're not in your body all the way. You're only in your body 15%. So when that happens, and it generally happens because what we have experienced, what we're experiencing in our bodies is not comfortable. It's when we have a lot of anger that we don't know what to do with it, and it's just stirring around, then we will often leave our bodies a little bit, just being attached by a small thread, and so we don't have to feel what's going on. So that's part of what's happening. So we're just going to dump this anger down the grounding cord. Okay, great. And then there's also some more of that energy right at the front of your second chakra. More anger and rage, except this goes out just to the third layer, but that is going to affect your ability to connect your power to your creative energy. So the 1% pretty much wants us to create for them. That's why they climb in there. This is our creative channels. Okay, good. So, and then right at the front of your heart, out to that third layer, more of that energy that's pulling down your heart energy. It's like a bad case of gravity. So just pull that energy in at the heart. And actually, every one of you who are on the call live right now can benefit from this, because this is a very common energy that people are experiencing right now. Okay. So let us know if the heart is feeling better now. You're grounded. Okay, good. So that should feel a lot better at the heart. Actually, there's still something at the back. Out to that third layer. This is a control being. So these are used by the reptilian energies on the planet. I'll help you release this. It's in the back of your heart at the third layer. So we're going to pull it into the heart. And we're going to lift it up through the central core. But as we come up into the throat, it goes out to that third layer. We want to see how it's configured so that we actually get all of the energies of this control being. As we bring this up into the sixth chakra here, it goes all the way out to the 30th layer. That's where the reptilian energies hang out, and they're these control beings that they use to control humanity. So I'm going to bring that in, and that's going to affect all of your beliefs, and it could create some confusion about how you see clearly out into the world. So as we bring this up now into the crown, we're going to pull in that permission circle from the third layer so you can have more access to your personal permission. Okay, great. Now I think that should do it. Okay, there we go. Great. So let us know if that's making a difference in how your heart feels. Probably not quite so heavy now. Okay, so Moon Maiden, yeah, let us know how that was. Why am I banned on Instagram? Well, they didn't really give a reason other than a violation of their protocol or whatever. They sent me a lot of HTML files, which told me nothing. So I really don't know. And at this point, I really don't care. I don't actually want to be on Instagram anymore. It's garbage. Okay, so let's see what else we have here on YouTube. Have I got cords attached to me? So Gaia, let's take a peek. How many cords? You have about 5. Some here at the 6th chakra. That's going to create confusion, especially if they don't carry or hold the same beliefs that you do. So we're going to pull those cords out of that 6th chakra, going to the core of that. Just going to gently pull that out and send that energy back to those people. Okay, great. The rest are in your root chakra, the most common place where other people will cord to us. So here is a little different. We're going to expand the circle that's at your root. So you go to the core, you just expand the circle all the way out, and just let all those energies go back to all the people that are glomming onto you. Maybe you represent that stable force in their life. But if they're having a bad day, you will experience their bad day as your own. So we don't want people cording to us at all, ever. Well, there's minor exceptions, but children will stay corded to us until about the ages of between 7 and 12. They start creating their own grounding cords. Okay, so all your cords are out, Gaia. See if you notice a difference. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Hang on. And so Moon Maiden is validating that, yes, she has been feeling lots of anger lately. So, yeah, that's what we were clearing. Libra Sunshine Tarot. I'm also a Libra. Help and Liberty Deliverer. Inspirational Touch also wants to know if she has any cords or entities. Let's see, how many cords? You have about 10. So also at that 6th chakra. So you just have to go to the core of your chakra and then just pull the energy out gently, slowly, just send it back to them. You'll start being able to think a lot more clearly. Also in your heart, those are the people that want to, guilt you into things, making you feel bad about something. Cords are very manipulative. And they're not malicious around this. They just are unconscious, unaware of how they use their energy and how they influence others. The rest are in your root. So we'll go down to the root and just expand that circle with everyone in it, on it, and just send that back to them. Okay. Yeah, you have a lot going on. We don't have time to clear all these, but I'll let you know that you have 5 outgrown guides. So that means that there was a time when these were helpful, but they no longer are. They're keeping you in these old paradigms. Generally, as it relates to how you've been using your power. So you've probably been doing a lot of growing, expanding, but these guys are still kind of hanging on, trying to protect you, but they're just keeping you small, but they don't care. They're just trying to do their job. So you have 5 outgrown guides and 3 fear entities and 3 control beings. So that's a lot. I mean, I can spend at least easily a half hour releasing all of those. And so this is actually what happens in a clearing when you work with me. So I do a report where I measure about 40 plus different things. And we'll post that link to that vibrational altitude report. You can see everything that I measure without ever speaking to you, knowing anything about you. I just need your name for the report. And so this is super valuable because I tell you all the places where the energy is stuck that's causing your vibration to come down. You know, how many of these entities and beings you have in your space, people courting to you, how much anger you have, how much fear is in your space. So it's a lot. There's a lot of things I measure, 40 different things. So that's where everybody should start if you're curious about knowing like the full picture around what's going on with you. So that if you're a healer, you can start going to where all the places are, where all these energies are stuck. And if you need more help, either way, this is where everyone needs to start, or where everyone starts if you're thinking about working with me. But we're doing as much as possible that we can here live. So often I'll release a guide or an entity here and there, but to release, 10 of them it's just too much. So Moon Maiden is letting us know that she's had so much relief just from the little bit of work that we did. Yes, thank you. I feel lightness in my aura right now. Excellent. And if you can let us know, it's always helpful for us to know where you're calling in from. We've got a lot of Europe represented here. Often India is here. So it's always nice to hear where you're calling in from. Okay, let's see what else we have. Sophia, I've been doing root chakra and solar plexus healing. Can you check my money energy and work energy? Great. Also love energy. Okay, so that's a lot, but it's funny how money and love are often related because there's a base and foundational belief that's going to affect both of those. So if you have a lack mindset in general, not enoughness, it's going to show up in not having enough love, not having enough work. So let me get the name again here. So hang on. Oh boy, there's so many comments now. Okay, Sophia. So your money vibration is at about 500, which is the vibration of love according to Hawkins Scale, but that's like base foundational love, like I love chocolate. So with this new scale that has been given to me, the infinity scale, we bring this money vibration all the way up to infinity. So right about 250,000 is where we break through to infinity. So we're just going to do a quick money healing for everybody. Everyone will benefit from this because I know everybody is sort of struggling with money issues right now. So let's ground your money pile, Sophia, and everyone can do this. You just put a big pile of money out in front of you. Imagine this, free imagination. Put a grounding cord on that big pile of money. And then we start releasing all the people that are bringing it down. So your mother, no. Your father, yes, send his energy down. Partner, no. Exes, yes. So you have an X in there. Children, no. Well-meaning friends, yes. Send those down. Family, yes. Send those down. And then anything that relates to work, whether it's a boss, work colleagues, clients, etc. Yes. Maybe not so much you, but there's a lot of others of you out there that is the case. So we're sending them down the grounding cord because I'm kind of working on more than just you, Sophia. Okay, so now this money vibration is at infinity. So from here, you imagine a liquid gold stream of energy that's going to come into your crown as it passes through all of your creative rings. You have between 3 and 50. So we're going to bring that energy down through those creative rings so that you can recalibrate your dreams and desires with money so that they're in your highest and best interests. Okay, great. So recalibrating those dreams. And so then as it comes into the crown, this is where you give yourself permission to have all these dreams. So it's stopping right at the crown. Let's go out to the third layer. We're going to pull in that permission circle so you can step into the power of your permission. Okay, great. So now as this high vibration of money is coming down through the central core, it's going to recalibrate all of your chakras. So it's one thing to have a high money vibration. It's another thing to be aligned in your body, in your aura, in your energy field with this high vibration. So as we bring that down through the sixth chakra, it's stopping right there. So let this money vibration clear out the limiting and lack mindsets that are stuck right there, keeping you in that energy of, it's just too hard in this economy. It's just too whatever. There's just not enough. People are distracted. Whatever the reasons, excuses, whatever are, there's plenty of people that are making more money now than they've ever made. So all of that stuff is not true. So as you come down through the six with this high vibration of money, 5, 4, down into your heart, let it stir in your heart. So you're allowing this high money vibration to stir in your heart so that it can transmute all of the ways that you're judging yourself and making yourself wrong for all the coulda, woulda, shouldas. If I had done this, if I shouldn't have done that, blah, blah, blah. Just let it all go. Let all those judgments go. You can't do anything about the past now. And we can only create any changes for the future in this present moment, which is what we're doing right here, right now. And then bring in gratitude and appreciation for everything you do have right here, telling the universe what you want more of. So that money is coming down through the heart, solar plexus, down into the second chakra, spilling down the root. Let's bring that high money vibration up the front through the second, solar plexus, up through the heart. Let it stir some more in there. So you know that you're worthy and deserving of enjoying the same abundance that Mother Nature has. Like if you ever, my favorite thing is to go on this, have a favorite hike. I posted this recently, but when you're in nature and you feel into what is around you, 360 degrees around you, everything is abundant. And in the present moment, they're not worried. The trees are not worried about having enough leaves in the spring. And so it's always abundant. And that's what we should be matching, is the energy of nature. So as we're bringing this energy up through the heart and the throat and the six and the crown and all of those rings, and it's going to fountain out and cascade down through all the layers of the aura. Yeah, and then it's going to merge below your feet with your grounding. Let's pay special attention to that third layer. This is where all the effort in making money and finding clients and rich resources and opportunities. Let's clear all the effort out so that you don't have to force, chase, push. You use your feminine magnetic energy, which pulls things to you easily and effortlessly. Yes, you still have to implement plans. That's the balance of the masculine and feminine. Then we're going to jump out to the 15th layer of your aura. We're going to start at the bottom. We're going to lift this 1% energy out of this 15th layer. They control all the money. And so we want to clear this dirty money energy out of our energy field so that we can now allow this high vibration of liquid gold high vibration of clean money to filter down through this 15th layer, resetting the energy there. And then we're going to jump out to the 30th layer, do the same thing, lifting the reptilian energy out of this 30th layer where they hang out. Okay, awesome. 30. And then the last part that we're going to do is we're going to bring this high vibration of money from the upper 4 chakras, heart, throat, 6, crown, and all of your rings. We're going to bring it out the right arm. So I kind of do it backwards here because I'm working on you guys. We're going to bring it out that right arm, all those energies. And see, it's stuck right here at the shoulder. So in order to activate this circle of reciprocity, the energy that goes out the right arm in the left, which is the receiving, it starts with giving from the heart first, but yours is blocked. So let's open that channel as we gently pull this giving energy, giving out into the economy. And so that's what I do here. Twice a week I come here. This used to be part of a membership, and Spirit directed me to just do this here as a service, as a community service, as a just general service for the public, for people in general. And so this is what high vibrational societies do. This is what the society that is in the core of our earth. If you don't know about that, that's a whole nother story. I won't get into that. At any rate, they all contribute their gifts to this high vibrational society. And so when everybody's contributing what they do, everything flourishes. Everything all of you have a piece of the puzzle, a piece of the diamond. And so when everybody is contributing their gifts, and if you don't know what your gift is, that's part of the journey of life, discovering why you're here. What do you have to bring to people? How can you benefit other people? So that's what high vibrational societies do. We all contribute. So this is my contribution. And because I still have plenty of ways that I make money. So now we're going to bring this money vibration into the left hand. So if you put your hands together like this, the energy can flow through the palms and through the fingertips. So we're going to bring the receiving, so it's blocked right at your left hand. We're going to bring that receiving into your left hand so you can start allowing some surrendering to what wants to come to you. It's all around you. Abundance is always all around you. But you have to let it in. So you're in charge of that. And so this is not about controlling anything. It's actually the opposite of that. It's being vulnerable. It's allowing the surrender. You don't know how or when it's going to happen, like this receiving. If you're not open to it, though, there's nowhere for it to come in. So we're bringing the money through the shoulder, down through the heart, simultaneously through the throat, through that 6th chakra, through the crown, through all of those rings. Excellent. So now you have a better chance of actually receiving all the clients' opportunities, rich resources that are waiting to just come in. So this is a really important practice to stay clear so that you can continue manifesting. It's not like, going to the dentist once a year. This is a process, like you brush your teeth every day to maybe several times a day, to make sure that everything is clean and clear. And so the same thing with our energy field and our aura. So let's hop over here to Facebook and see what we have here. Hey, Jalpa. Jalpa's in India. So Peter, I've done my first reading by counting on a friend to play with it. Can you see how calibrated my reading is? Well, I'd have to know who the person is. Let me see if I can see your first reading. Let's see. I'd actually need more information, Peter, to know. Yeah, because I don't know what you read, and I don't know who you read. So maybe if you give me some more information. Erica, what does my friend Jolly need to do to get a job? Well, take some inspired action. That would be one. Let's see, Jolly is very stuck at their solar plexus, out to the third layer. So that's one thing Jolly would need to do, is clear the solar plexus so that they have some motivation, some drive, some energy to even want to take a next step. So that's number one. They are grounded, and the money vibration also low, only about 500. So they need to raise their vibration. The process we just went through will actually help them. So, okay, here, Ambrish, my 94-year-old dad is sick. I want to travel to India to see him. Can you see any energies that are in my way of traveling to see him? I want to go this week. So what I would be looking for is energies in you that may be blocking the way, because we manifest and attract everything that is happening in our life. So let's see if there's anything in you that's preventing that. There is some energy right at your solar plexus, Ambrish, out to that third layer. So it's that stuck energy. It's like a big stop sign. It says, don't go. So maybe some of your own fears. So we're clearing that solar plexus. Also in the root, out to that 15th layer. So there is that 1% energy in your root that's not allowing you to feel safe to take this next step. So we'll pull that energy in. And when you travel, make sure that you really stay grounded. Even when you're in an airplane, that grounding cord can still go to the center of the earth. And ground the plane so that it arrives safely. You can also ground the flight. So imagine a line from where you are to where your destination is, and put a grounding cord on that flight so that it lands safely. Okay, good. So all that energy is out of the root. So that should clear that. That's all that I'm noticing right now. So best of luck with your dad, and that you'll be able to get to see him in time. Hey, Melissa and Denise, Catherine. So Catherine, let's take a look at her receiving. Okay. Catherine's, you're a great giver, and you receive up to about here, or here's the left hand. So you start to receive, but you don't bring it all the way in. So let's bring that receiving all the way up to your elbow, your shoulder, and then down through the front and back of your heart, creating that circle, simultaneously through the throat, and ask for what you need, and through the sixth chakra, crown, rings. So now your receiving is clear and open. So Peter, you give me a name, so I all I can do is see. Maybe you tried to clear him, and so maybe you're asking for, did I miss anything? So let's take a peek at Henjo and see. So far, all of their grounding is really good. The central orbit is also clear. There is still some energy in the third layer of their aura. especially around the heart. So I'll help you clear that for him or her. Henjo, I don't know if that's a man or a woman. So that'll help take out more of the effort that's in their space. 3. And then their circle of reciprocity is flowing. So yeah, I don't know what else you did, but their energy field is clear and moving. So great job with that. Good to have you here, Toral. She's also from India. You're welcome, Catherine. Okay, let's go back here to YouTube. Yeah, oh, good. I'm glad you like the daily meditations. Yes, so Crystal is in our daily meditation group. So her uncle, this is, oh, Jalpa, your uncle is in ICU and would like for him to be at a space of resolution and inner peace. Okay, so let's look at Jalpa's uncle. So there is some energy at his root, out to that third layer. So that's the powerlessness that he's feeling right now. Not in his body very much, only 15% in his body, so there's probably a lot going on. Let's see. Just checking to see like how much he has completed his life journey. 99%, so he's getting close to taking a next step. And let's just, make sure that he's, kind of clear for takeoff, if that's what he's ready to do. As we bring Pure Source down through his creative rings and his crown, right at the heart, there's a lot of energy where he's feeling like, not resentments, but maybe regrets. So things he wished he could have done or didn't get to do, or, time ran out, and where he's having a hard time forgiving himself. So we're just bringing all those judgments there at the heart. He's also at a plus 30 as far as ascension goes. So when he does cross over, if and when, I'm not saying it's happening now, but when he is ready, that he will ascend all the way. He already is basically there. Okay, great. And then the front, there's some energy in that 15th layer of his aura. And also that 30th layer. Circle of reciprocity looks good. So he is, basically aligned and ready to take off when he's ready. So yeah, best of luck with that, Jalpa. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Been doing Libra Sunshine, been doing work. How is the unforgiveness cords doing? Forgiveness, or maybe lack of forgiveness, is that for yourself? You have about 5 people cording to you. In the heart is where 3 of them are, so let's pull them out. And that would cause you to feel guilt or, regrets, or, so let's pull that out. So your forgiveness is at 95%. So whether that's for yourself or others. Let me see where the rest of the chords are. Okay, so that's all. They all they've come out now. So you're feeling a lot of that stuff that would be related to the heart. Your level of not being able to forgive yourself fully or other people, let's see where that is. Right here. So some beliefs out to that third layer. So when we forgive someone, it's not for the other person. Maybe you know that or not, I don't know, but it's for us. Forgiveness is for us. And so we're just pulling out those judgments that you're holding in your heart. Or we were in the sixth chakra, sorry. Maybe that's where we're headed next. So those beliefs in that sixth chakra that keep you in that energy of not being able to forgive. Like sometimes people think that if they forgive someone, that means that they are justifying what they did, or that what they did is okay, which is completely not true. Forgiveness just breaks that line of judgments. So we all make mistakes. We're all here learning on this planet. Yes, so at the other places at your heart, out to that third layer. So let's pull in that place where you're maybe not forgiving yourself. You're making yourself wrong right there at the heart. Okay. 5. Okay, so let's remeasure forgiveness now. 100%, great. So you have forgiven yourself. Okay, good. Okay, let's see. Oh, so many comments. You're welcome, Gaia. Okay, great. She's going to book a report on Friday. Good job. So if you book a report on Friday, I may not be able to get it to you at least until Monday. I don't work on the weekends. Just FYI. I've been watching you for such a while. How do I do so? So how do you pay for a report? So there's a link just here in this thread that will take you to where you can order your report. So it might take a couple days for me to actually get the report to you. These are time consuming, and there's quite a bit of work involved. So just seeing us live. Kim Kuchler, I think that's what it said. I couldn't quite read it, but so what are we doing here? So I'm an energy expert. I've been working as an energy expert for about 20 years. And so I'm here looking at what people, what questions they have, taking an energetic peek, giving them some clarity, clearing out energies that are not aligned, that are bringing their vibrations down. And so that is really helpful for a lot of people. So Japa is saying he wants to meet his dad, desperately trying for emergency visas for 2 days. It's like my uncle is waiting to see his son. Gratitude, Kimberly. Great. Yes, that actually happened with my mother once. She went to the hospital, and there was 5 days where she was unconscious. And my mom went into the hospital on a Saturday. My sister couldn't get there until after her dialysis. She got there and saw my mom on Tuesday, and my mom passed on Wednesday. So my mom was waiting for her as well. So that they often will do that. So hopefully your cousin brother will be able to get there in time. How can you read an aura or energy from others without giving permission? Well, people showing up here asking questions, that's giving me permission. And so you can ask permission. You can, ask their spirit. So that's just kind of how energy works, is that when people show up here, that's their way of giving permission for me to look. unless you don't want to look, then you shouldn't be here if you don't want me to look at something. So maybe you're just curious and, you know, about what we see, what I see going on. Any other questions? Let's see. Okay, let's see over here. On Facebook, we've got about 8 more minutes. Okay, Denise wants me to check her anger level. You're welcome, Peter. Anger, Denise's anger is at 50%. So at 50%, you're not going to feel angry. You know, you're not going to be like really pissed off. That will be at about 95-100%. At 50%, it's just going to feel more like feeling annoyed and sort of on edge and a little bit kind of buzzy in the background, being hard on yourself and other people, judgmental. So that's more how the anger will show up. And Denise, your anger right now, oh, we said 50%, that's right. Well, let's see where the anger is so that you can feel some relief and you don't have to be irritated, annoyed, frustrated. And this will also show other people how easily all of these energies are that can be released. And so many of you that are feeling anger, if you have a match with Denise, you'll also find relief and benefit from this. So Denise is holding anger in right here. So these are some beliefs. As you see out into the world and everything that's going on, it can be very frustrating and anger making, right? So let's pull in the energy all the way out to the 15th layer. So this is not your anger, Denise. This is the anger of the 1%. That's right there in your 6th chakra, causing you to think and believe things that are not your truth, and it's angry making. And they also, this is how they feed themselves. They operate on these lower vibrating energies, and they channel it through all of us who are willing to be in that angry energy and putting that out into the world because they're not aware enough to know that it's not their energy. So this is part of the amnesia that's we're all waking up from. This is that awakening, the great awakening that's happening, is people are waking up from this amnesia to realize that the majority of what you think and feel is not even yours. So we've been controlled by these energies for a very long time. And that's starting to change. The other place where you're holding some anger is in your root, out to that 3rd layer. So this is where a lot of people hold anger. It gives them the illusion that they have their power, you know, because they can feel angry and it feels big and it makes them feel like they have their power. The truth is, it's not your real power. It's a big energy. It can move a lot of things and make things happen, but it's not sustainable and it's not your true power. Your true power exists in your 3rd chakra. At least that's part of it, where how you get things done. But if it's full of anger in your solar plexus and in your root, and that's how you're operating as your power, you're going to exhaust yourself. It's exhausting to try and be in your power that way. So we're going to pull that anger in at the root. Again, not your anger. Just send that down the grounding. Excellent. Okay, let's remeasure Denise's anger. Still a little bit left. There's 15%, but we want to get all of it. So you can feel really calm and in your core. You don't keep getting pulled out. In the heart, out to that 3rd layer. So this is where you've been making yourself wrong and judging yourself harshly. Pull all that anger in to the core of your heart. We're just going to send it down the grounding. All right, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay, let's remeasure the anger. Now it's at 0. So Denise, if you could let people know if this is making you feel calmer, like, do you feel a difference in that? I already know that this works, but people here don't know how easy this can be. So that would be really helpful for everyone. All right, let's look at Toro. And Gwen can't think of a question, but wanted to say hi. Thank you. Toro, this is from India. I feel very fatigued almost always. Can you please check my energy and clear whatever may show up? So let's clear what's related to Toro's being tired all the time. So Toro, your grounding is not all the way connected, like it's only about a foot long. So let's bring that grounding cord all the way down to the center of the earth so that you can release all of the energies in your energy field that end up getting pushed down. So the energies that will make you tired when you push them down, anger is a huge one. That's a big part of many people's depression. They're pushing the anger down, they don't know what to do with it, and then they're just exhausted because it takes a lot of energy to hold anger down. So let's make sure you're grounded first so you have a place to release all of the energies that are happening. And I'm so glad you're in our daily meditation group because that's really, really going to help in the long run. So the other place, as we bring the energy down through that central orbit, down the backside, stopping at your solar plexus, out to that third layer. So this is going to be an ongoing place where you need to pay attention when we're doing our clearings, that this area behind your third chakra and at your third chakra stays clear and flowing. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of anger and rage here in the solar plexus that you've been pushing down. Yeah, right now your anger is at 95% and probably not aware of it because you're only in your body 15%. So I'm going to help you release this anger, especially right at your solar plexus. This is what you've been using as your fuel source. And probably you get mad at yourself a lot to motivate yourself. This is how people use anger as their power, but it's not your real power. There's something way more powerful that's available. Okay, good. So now that anger is starting to release. Good. There's also a lot of the anger you're holding here in your sixth chakra. These are the beliefs out to that third layer. So probably along with that anger at your solar plexus is the beliefs that you need anger to get stuff done. And it's probably become just like kind of how you operate. So we're creating more awareness. This is not to make you wrong like you've been doing it the wrong way. That's not what we're doing here. We're just helping to create some more awareness about a better way, a more efficient way to run our energy that's not going to be exhausting so you feel tired all the time. Right now, we're being called to step into our power, and so it's hard to do when we have all these other energies going on. So anger, let's measure your anger now, Toro, is 15%. So let us know if you're starting to feel a little calmer. That 15% is, there's still some more energy right here in the sixth chakra, so some beliefs. Second layer, more of that rage. So whatever you're angry about, so in this program that you're in right now, one of the bonuses, which is available for everyone, of course you'll have to pay for it, but it's included as a bonus in this program. It's only $12. But it has a really powerful exercise in there that is designed to help you get to some of those deeper places where you're holding anger. And so it's a really powerful little program. It's called I'm Ready for My Breakthrough. So you can find that on my website. And for those of you who are in the program that we're in right now, go to that little mini course and dig out that little exercise and do it. I like to encourage people to do it on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's a 3-day exercise. And that way you've got a little more space, maybe not working, where you can really devote to this little exercise. Okay, let's see where there's more anger. So now, Taurus, your anger is at 0. Let's see if you're in your body a little bit more now. Yes, now you're in your body 100%. So let us know if that feels different. It should feel different, probably calmer, lighter. Okay, let's see what Taurus has to say. Maybe she's still writing something. Hey, Luca. It's all in Arabic. I don't know what that says. Luca's from Egypt. Good to have you here. Okay, we'll translate it. After the age of, does energy change? After the age of what? I don't know what your question quite means, or maybe it wasn't translated correctly. So maybe you could repost your question, Luca. So Roma just posted the Ready for My Breakthrough mini course here on YouTube. It's also in my bio, on Facebook. Okay, we are out of time now. So many people joining us today. Very interesting. Thank you for showing me what you can do. Great, you're welcome. Thanks for coming here and seeing what's possible. And this is only a taste of what is available. We are out of time today. So come back. How can you read an aura? Or okay, we already answered that question. So we are past the hour now, and so I want to thank all of you who come here on a regular basis to get questions answered, to get some energy clearing, helping us to raise into these higher vibrations. If you'd like a full report, be sure to check out the altitude report, and I can get that out within the next day or so. And we'll see you back here on Friday for Friday's inspiration. I never know what I'm going to talk about because I wait for Spirit to bring it through. And it's always an interesting topic, and I spend an hour doing a clearing, transmitting these really powerful energies so that you can be in the higher vibrations where all your dreams and desires already exist. We just need to align to them. So these are all the tools that you need to help manage all the chaos on the planet right now. We don't have to be suffering like everyone else. Suffering is optional, believe it or not. All right, thank you everyone for joining. Sending much love, and we will see you on Friday. Namaste.